Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Alright, this is your friend and coach Adedamola. We are welcome to the Tailors Hub. Alright, so in this video we'll be making this, I'll be showing you how to make this trending bubu style. So if this is what you'll be interested in, I encourage you to join me as we make this beautiful outfit together. Alright, please do well to like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Alright guys, you're welcome back. So in order not to waste precious time, I have arranged the bubu style in the way it should be. So I'll just go ahead and explain a few things before we start cutting. So this is the back. This is the back. The place with this allowance is the front part. And this is so because of you notice that there's a squeezing. I don't know what that is called, but just take that like that. There's a squeezing, like a squeezing in front of the dress. So this allowance is what we're going to use to fold in. I'm going to fold it in and insert the rope that we're going to use to, make that gathers on the front part. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing to do is that I'm going to do right now is when I want to cut a bubu style like that, I like to measure my shoulder. Excuse me. I like to measure the shoulder of the dress. This is my dress. Maybe that's why I keep saying my shoulder. All right. Shoulder, exact measurement of the shoulder without the allowance. Then, the length of the sleeve, how long it's going to be. So this is just going to be just a little, below the elbow, which should be about 14 inches thereabout, or let's just say it's 13 inches. Then a few allowance, I assume that you can see it, a few allowance, so 13, or let's just say I'm going to use the remaining part of this place. Okay, so it's with the allowance. So now go ahead and cut the neckline. It's a very simple and easy style. The width of the neck, which is, I want it to be I don't want it to be wide, so I make it 2.5 so that by the time I sew it, it extends to almost 3 inches, which when we spread it is going to be 5.5 inches thereabouts. This is the back, so it's going to be really high. So it's just go down by about 1 inch. I go down by about 1 inch, and that's the back. And the front is V neckline, so I mark the same on the same spot this way. Okay, so we mark or we notch this place so that it aligns exactly with the front. Okay, so I'm going to raise the back a little so that we can measure the neckline of the front. I don't want any cleavage for this particular dress. So because by the time I drag it at the rope up, it's going to affect the neckline a little. So I'll make the depth of this neckline 8 inches. Usually I use for a normal V neckline without cleavage, I use 9 inches. So I make it 8. Okay, so and connect it. You form something like an L. So we connect it to the allowance. Can you see it? Let me draw a line. So just to add this, if you have about 3 yards of a length 60, a dress that has the length is 60, you should be able to make this style with it. Okay, so this is the front and this is the back. So after we have done the shoulder, we go ahead and mark the sleeve, as you can see. And then round sleeve, I want to make it about 6 inches. Okay, 6 inches. So I make it plus the allowance, that's 6.5. Okay, 6.5, and I reduce this place just about 3 inches. Trust you can see it from here. Let me take it again. From the shoulder to this place, this is where the hand will go into. All right, please ignore these lines, okay? From the shoulder, then from here, this is how we're going to shape. This is where the hand goes into. Then we shape it here. Okay, take it down. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut the neck. Okay, so that's that. I want to go over it again for your comprehension. Okay, so this is the neckline. This is the neck, as you can see. Sorry, let me straighten out this. This is the neck. I cut the neckline with allowance. The front part has allowance because of the rope that we're going to insert in it to drag it to make that gathered effect at the front part. Okay, so and this is the back, is high. Okay, I just came down by 1 inches, and this is the hand. This place is where the hand is going to. The reason why I shape it here a little, it's a bubu style, is because we're going to fold the hand here and sew it. Okay, I just shape it. I came in here by just 3 inches, and I formed an arc. Just at the angle, I formed an arc, and I took it down. Just after that 3 inches, I took it down, and that's how we came about this body. All right, so I assume you understand it. So the next thing I did, okay, I've already cut down all the other things we'll be needing. This is the inner belt that the dress has. So this is just a straight I just store maybe just the measurements that is needed. By the time I sew it, it's going to be 2 inches. This is the belt. This is the belt. Sew it and turn it. And these are the straps. The strap number 1 that I'll use to make my rope. I'll use the material as the rope, and also that I'll use to tape the neckline. Okay, so let's go ahead and sew it. All right, guys, so I would like to share with you how this place will be made. So this is the front. I've joined this place. So the next thing to do is to open it wide like this. All right, take a look at this. Then open this place. Okay, open this place like this and fold here. This is the way you fold it in. And so this is where we're going to pass the rope. Okay, here is it. So here is it. And take a look at it. You open it like this, and you sew both sides. Sew both sides by, look at the way I'm doing it, folding in this place. Let this space be wide enough to accommodate the rope that you are going to put in it. All right, so this is it. Before I pass in the rope, I'm going to go ahead now and join the shoulder, make an opening here where the rope is going to pass. Join the shoulder, the front to the back, and also tape the necklines. Okay, Alright guys, sorry my camera wasn't on when I taped the neckline of this dress. I'd just like to explain a few things. So while I was taping and I got here, you remember this is the place where the rope is going to pass. So I gave space here and also at the down here, so that when I pass the rope it can come out. You see, so that when I pass the rope, can you see it? It can come out also here, so that when I pass the rope, I'll pass it now so we can see. When I made the first sewing, I stitched it here, then continued a little bit here, then open these two places, there's space here and also here, so also for the down. So I'm going to pass it out, and I've also taped the arm. All right, so the next thing to do now, before we finally couple everything, is to pass the rope. So I'm going to pass the rope from down. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pass it from here. Okay. As you can see, we're almost done with taped the neck. Well, also added the rope. Okay, and also taped the arm. Okay, so the next thing to do to add the belt, I'm going to measure my shoulder to my under bust. Shoulder to the under bust. Oh, sorry. Shoulder to my under bust is 13. Okay, 13. So I'll just half inch. All right, shoulder to my under bust is 13, so I add half inch. I do the same for the other side. Okay, 13.5. all right, so this is the center. Okay, from the center I divide my waist into 4. Measurement of my under bust, rather. Measurement of my under bust is 29. So I divide 29 into 4, and it gives me 7 1/4. So is that measurement I'm going to use? It is on that point we are going to add our belt. All right, this is my under bust. It comes under it. That's why I ruled this line, and we put the belt there. Okay, we put the belt this way. We put the belt this way. So I do the same for the other side. 7 1/4. All right, so under the measurement I rule a straight line. Okay, that's where we're going to put. I'm going to sew the belt here right now. I'm going to sew it here and sew the other side. So let's go ahead and sew it. Let me repeat it again. From the shoulder to the under bust, then right under it, that's where the belt comes in. Right under the under bust, measure your waistline, or the measurement of your under. Why I kept saying waistline, because the measurement of my under bust is the same as my waist. So the measurement of my under bust is what I measure. Also my waist is what I measured here in total. My waist in total is 14.5. Why I divided it into 4? Because I want to pick the measurements from this center here. That's why I divided it into 4. Look at it. Now we have 14.5. So we go ahead and fix the belt and hold the sides and fold the down. Okay, we fold the hem allowance. We fold it in, and the dress is ready. All right, guys.